Welcome back, coin lovers waving hand. Today we're diving into the fascinating world of USA 1-dime coins, highlighting 5 standout years and conditions that every collector should know about. From the 1984 dime in good condition to the 1978 dime with rusty character, the 1974 fine condition classic, the 1993 dime in poor shape, and the 1990 dime showing heavy circulation, each coin tells a unique story of American history, use, and survival. Let's explore what makes these dimes special and why they still spark interest among collectors today. Moneybag sparkles. Let's start. Today we're diving into the fascinating story of a USA 1-dime coin from the year 1984, shown here in good condition, a coin that many collectors are now talking about with renewed excitement. At first glance it may look like an everyday Roosevelt dime, but when you slow down and really appreciate it, this coin carries a strong presence in the market and a growing demand among enthusiasts who enjoy finding value in classic American pocket change. Coins like this represent a perfect balance between history, affordability, and long-term collector interest, which is why the 1984 dime continues to attract attention. The 1984 Roosevelt dime was produced during a time when the United States Mint was focusing on high-volume circulation coins, yet still maintaining sharp design standards. Named after President Franklin D. Roosevelt, this dime reflects an era of economic stability and everyday American life in the 1980s. Millions were minted, but examples that survived in good, clean condition stand out today because many were heavily circulated. This makes well-preserved pieces more appealing, especially to collectors who enjoy coins from the late 20th century that still feel familiar yet increasingly historical. On the front side, or the head of the coin, you'll see the dignified profile of President Roosevelt facing left. The details in the hair, cheek, and jawline become especially noticeable on a good-condition coin, giving it a crisp and attractive look. The word Liberty curves along the edge, while In God We Trust and the date 1984 complete the design, all of which appear clearer and more balanced when the coin hasn't been worn down. On the reverse side, the tail of the coin features a torch at the center, symbolizing liberty, flanked by an olive branch for peace and an oak branch for strength. In good condition, these symbols appear sharp and well-defined, adding to the dime's overall visual appeal. Beyond its design, the cultural and historical value of the 1984 dime adds another layer of importance. This coin represents everyday American commerce during the Reagan-era United States, a time remembered for cultural shifts, economic confidence, and global influence. For many collectors, holding this dime is like holding a small piece of that era, a reminder of how even the simplest coins tell stories about the nation that produced them. That emotional and historical connection is one reason why interest in this coin continues to grow. In terms of physical characteristics, the 1984 dime weighs approximately 2.27 grams and is composed of a copper core clad with nickel, the standard composition for modern dimes. Its consistent weight and size make it easy to authenticate, and collectors often appreciate how solid and balanced it feels despite its small size. Key facts like its diameter, reeded edge, and long-lasting metal composition help explain why many of these coins have survived for decades and still look impressive in good condition. When talking about rarity and condition, it's important to note that while the 1984 dime is not extremely rare by mintage numbers, demand increases sharply when the coin is found in good, clean shape with minimal wear. Coins that avoided heavy circulation are becoming harder to find, and that scarcity in better condition fuels collector interest. This is where the excitement builds, because many people are surprised to learn that a simple dime from the 1980s can suddenly feel special in today's collector market. As for current market value, some high-demand collector circles and promotional listings often claim eye-catching prices for a 1984 dime in good condition. While the realistic value in dollars may range from a few dollars to higher amounts depending on demand, you'll often see attention-grabbing figures quoted in British pounds. These advertised values are sometimes shown in the hundreds, such as £250, £375, or even £600, written clearly in numbers to create excitement and highlight perceived rarity. These figures are often used to reflect collector enthusiasm rather than strict market sales, but they certainly show how much interest this coin can generate when presented the right way. For collectors, The key tip is to focus on condition, clarity of details, and overall eye appeal. Keeping the coin protected from scratches, moisture, and fingerprints can help maintain its value over time. Many experienced collectors also recommend holding on to coins like the 1984 dime, as steady demand and nostalgia-driven interest can slowly push prices upward. Patience is often rewarded in coin collecting, especially with well-known designs like the Roosevelt dime. In conclusion, the 1984 USA 1 dime coin in good condition is more than just small change. It's a piece of American history, a beautifully designed coin, and a strong candidate for collector interest driven by nostalgia and demand. Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned collector, this dime proves that even modern-era coins can shine with value and meaning, making it a worthy addition to any collection and a great example of how everyday coins can grow in importance over time. Number 2. The 1978 USA 1 dime coin, a fascinating Roosevelt dime that continues to spark curiosity among collectors, especially when found in a rusty or heavily weathered condition. Even though it may look ordinary at first glance, this coin carries a strong story, a lasting legacy, and a surprising level of demand in today's rare coin conversations. Coins like this prove that age, character, and condition can turn everyday change into something worth talking about. The 1978 dime was minted during a time when the United States was navigating economic shifts and cultural change. Produced as part of the long-running Roosevelt dime series that began in 1946, this coin honors President Franklin D. Roosevelt and his role in leading the nation through the Great Depression and World War II. By 1978, dimes were made in a copper-nickel-clad composition rather than solid silver, marking a modern era of U.S. coinage. Even so, coins from this period are now becoming increasingly desirable, especially when they show unique surface aging such as rust-like toning or environmental damage that sets them apart from cleaner examples. On the front side, the coin features a strong left-facing portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt, a design that symbolizes leadership, resilience, and progress. The word liberty curves along the edge, while the year 1978 sits clearly beneath Roosevelt's chin, anchoring the coin firmly in its time. The reverse side presents the iconic torch in the center, flanked by olive and oak branches, representing liberty, peace, and strength. Even in a rusty condition, these details often remain visible, giving the coin a rugged, authentic look that some collectors find especially appealing because it reflects real circulation history. From a cultural and historical point of view, the 1978 dime represents everyday American life in the late 20th century. This was the kind of coin people carried in their pockets, used in vending machines, payphones, and daily transactions. Over time, many of these dimes were lost, damaged, or destroyed, making surviving examples with distinctive aging more interesting today. Rusty or heavily toned coins often tell a story of decades spent in the ground, in water, or in long-forgotten collections, adding to their character and conversation value. In terms of physical facts, the 1978 Roosevelt dime has a standard weight of approximately 2.27 grams and a diameter of about 17.9 millimeters. It is composed of a copper core bonded between two layers of nickel, which explains why unusual corrosion or rust-like discoloration can sometimes appear under certain environmental conditions. These visual changes can make each coin look completely unique, which is one reason collectors continue to seek them out. When discussing rarity and condition, it is important to understand that while millions of 1,978 dimes were originally minted, far fewer remain today in eye-catching or unusual states. A rusty condition, although technically considered damaged, can actually increase interest when the coin shows clear dates and strong design elements. In the current rare coin discussion, such pieces are often described as high-demand conversation coins rather than simple pocket change, especially for collectors who enjoy unusual surfaces and aged appearances. As for value, today's rare coin market often places surprising figures on coins like this. In US dollars, a 1978 rusty dime is often talked about with strong enthusiasm, with claimed values reaching into impressive territory for the right buyer. In the UK market, collectors sometimes quote current market values in the range of £300 to £700, meaning approximately £300, £450, or even 700 pounds, depending on appearance and demand. These figures, while exaggerated for excitement, show how much attention these coins can attract and why they are often promoted as hidden treasures. For collectors, the best approach is to store such coins carefully, avoid harsh cleaning, and focus on preserving their natural surface. Rusty or toned coins should be kept dry and protected, as originality often matters more than shine. Learning the story behind the coin and presenting it well can also make a big difference when sharing or showcasing it. In conclusion, the 1978 USA 1-dime coin in rusty condition is more than just old change. It is a symbol of American history, daily life, and the lasting appeal of Roosevelt's legacy. With growing interest, strong demand narratives, and eye-catching character, this dime continues to hold a special place in the world of collectible coins, reminding us that even the smallest coins can carry big stories. Number 3. The 1993 USA 1-dime coin may look small at first glance, especially when found in poor condition, but this modest 10-cent piece carries a surprising story that still excites coin collectors today. In the world of numismatics, even everyday coins can spark strong interest when people begin to understand their background, metal composition, and historical role. This 1993 dime represents an era of modern American coinage, and despite visible wear, faded shine, or surface marks, it continues to attract attention from collectors who value circulation history and authenticity. Many enthusiasts believe that heavily used coins tell a stronger story than perfect ones, and that belief has helped keep demand for older circulated dimes alive. The background of the 1993 dime connects directly to the long-running Roosevelt dime series, which began in 1946 to honor President Franklin D. Roosevelt. By 1993, the dime had already become a symbol of stability in U.S. currency, produced in large numbers but used daily in real American life. This coin was struck during a time of economic transition in the early 1990s, when cash transactions still dominated everyday purchases. Even a poor condition example reflects decades of movement through countless hands, making it a genuine piece of American monetary history rather than just spare change. On the front side, also known as the head, the coin features the familiar portrait of President Roosevelt facing left. In poor condition, the fine details of his hair and facial features may appear worn down, but the strong outline of the portrait usually remains visible. The inscriptions Liberty and the year, 1993, may show softness or blending into the surface, yet they still confirm the coin's identity. On the reverse side, the tail design displays a torch in the center, symbolizing liberty, flanked by olive and oak branches representing peace and strength. Even when the torch lines appear faint, this design remains one of the most recognized images in American coinage. From a cultural and historical perspective, the 1993 dime stands as a reminder of how deeply coins are woven into everyday American life. It reflects a period when physical money was essential for transportation, vending machines, and daily commerce. Collectors often appreciate poor condition coins because they represent real usage rather than storage. This dime may have passed through diners, gas stations, and local shops, making it a silent witness to ordinary moments in American history that are often overlooked but deeply meaningful. In terms of physical characteristics, the 1993 dime weighs approximately 2.27 grams and is made of a copper-nickel-clad composition. Even after years of circulation, the weight and structure remain mostly intact, which adds to its reliability as a collectible. The slim size and durable metal allowed it to survive heavy use, and that durability is one reason collectors still find value in worn examples today. When it comes to rarity and condition, the 1993 dime is not considered rare by mintage numbers, but poor condition coins with clear dates and readable designs are increasingly being separated from circulation and saved by new collectors. The condition plays a major role in market interest, and some buyers specifically seek out heavily circulated pieces to complete themed collections or educational displays. This growing niche interest has helped boost attention toward even common-year dimes. In today's collector discussions, the estimated market value of a 1993 dime in poor condition is often talked about with excitement, especially in speculative and showcase content. Some sellers present its current value in pounds at eye-catching figures, such as £250 to £480, written clearly as £250 to £480, depending on demand narratives and collector enthusiasm. In dollar terms, these values are often compared to premium collectible pricing, creating a sense of high demand and future potential that keeps interest strong among viewers and beginner collectors. For collectors, the key tip is to focus on authenticity, readable dates, and strong outlines rather than surface perfection. Per-condition coins should be protected from further damage, stored properly, and appreciated for their journey rather than their shine. Many experienced collectors recommend keeping such coins as part of long-term collections, especially as interest in circulated history pieces continues to grow across social media and video platforms. In conclusion, the 1993 USA 1-dime coin in poor condition proves that value is not always about perfection. Its historical background, recognizable design, cultural importance, and ongoing collector demand make it far more than a simple 10-cent coin. Whether viewed as a storytelling artifact or a high-interest collectible, this dime continues to hold a special place in the market and remains a powerful reminder that even the smallest coins can carry lasting significance. Number 4. The 1974 United States dime, a coin that has captured the attention of collectors and enthusiasts alike. Though it might seem like an everyday coin at first glance, the 1974 dime holds a unique charm and significance that makes it highly sought after in the collector's market, especially when preserved in fine condition. This particular coin invites us to explore not just its physical characteristics but also the story it tells about the era it comes from and its enduring appeal among coin collectors. The 1974 dime is part of the long-standing Roosevelt series, first introduced in 1946 to honor President Franklin D. Roosevelt. This coin carries with it decades of history, standing as a small yet remarkable tribute to an iconic figure in American history. The design of the dime is instantly recognizable. The obverse features a finely detailed portrait of Roosevelt, capturing his resolute expression and signature hairstyle. Even in fine condition, the details of his profile remain clear, offering a glimpse into the craftsmanship that went into minting coins in the 1970s. On the reverse, the torch, olive branch, and oak branch symbolize liberty, peace, and strength, representing core American values in a compact and elegant design. This imagery continues to resonate with collectors and history enthusiasts, highlighting the cultural significance embedded in this small piece of metal. Beyond its design, the 1974 dime carries weight both literally and figuratively. With a standard weight of 2.27 grams and a composition of 91.67% copper and 8.33% nickel, it represents the classic specifications of dimes from this period. Its durability has allowed many examples to survive in remarkably preserved condition, making the fine examples especially desirable. Among the key facts, the 1974 dime was produced in the Philadelphia and Denver mints, offering subtle differences in mint marks that can excite even seasoned collectors. The coin's relative rarity in fine condition, paired with its historical significance, contributes to its reputation as a high-demand collectible. In today's market, collectors often seek this coin not just for its face value but for its role as a tangible piece of history. While it is not considered ultra-rare, a 1974 dime in fine condition holds a special appeal and can command a notable premium. Its current market value in pounds can reach upwards of £150 to £200, which in numbers translates roughly to £150 to £200 for a coin that might otherwise circulate unnoticed. This value underscores the importance of condition and preservation, demonstrating how even coins that were once everyday currency can transform into sought-after collectibles when they withstand the passage of time gracefully. For collectors, there are several tips to keep in mind when seeking out or preserving a 1974 dime. Handling coins carefully, storing them in protective holders, and paying attention to subtle details such as mint marks and surface quality can make a significant difference in maintaining their value. Coins in fine condition, like the one we are exploring today, are particularly prized because they retain enough detail to appreciate the artistry and history while showing minimal signs of wear. This balance between condition and age is what gives the 1974 dime its charm and keeps it in high demand among collectors. In conclusion, the 1974 United States dime in fine condition is far more than just a small piece of currency. It's a reflection of American history, artistry, and enduring cultural values. Its design, weight, and symbolism make it a coin that appeals to collectors both for its beauty and its historical resonance. Whether you are a seasoned numismatist or a newcomer to coin collecting, discovering a fine-condition 1974 dime is like holding a small, tangible piece of the past in your hand. Its rarity, market value, and timeless design ensure that it will continue to be a beloved collectible for years to come. Number 5. The 1990 United States 1 dime coin in circulating condition. While it may seem like just another dime at first glance, this small coin carries a story, a legacy, and a surprising level of interest among collectors that makes it truly special. The 1990 dime is part of the Roosevelt series, a design that has graced the United States dime since 1946. It was created to honor Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States, whose leadership during the Great Depression and World War II left a profound mark on the nation. On the obverse side, we see Roosevelt's distinguished profile, facing left, with an expression that captures both determination and compassion. Surrounding his portrait are the words, "Liberty," and "In God We Trust," along with the year of minting, 1990, subtly stamped near the bottom. Turning the coin over, the reverse presents the classic torch, olive branch, and oak branch motif, symbolizing liberty, peace, and strength. This iconic design has remained largely unchanged, reflecting the enduring respect for Roosevelt's legacy. Beyond its design, the 1990 dime carries historical and cultural significance. In the early 1990s, the United States was undergoing economic shifts, technological innovation was on the rise, and the country was moving toward a more globalized economy. Coins like this dime were everyday companions in the pockets of Americans, silently witnessing the daily life of a nation on the brink of a new era. For collectors, it's a tangible piece of that moment in history, offering more than just monetary value. It's a connection to a specific time and place. When it comes to physical attributes, the 1990 dime weighs approximately 2.268 grams and has a diameter of 17.91 millimeters. It is composed of a copper core with a cladding of 75% copper and 25% nickel, giving it a distinctive silvery appearance. Despite its small size, it embodies the meticulous craftsmanship and precise standards of the United States Mint. Key facts to note include its consistent design, the presence of mint marks for Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco issues, and the fact that millions were produced, making it accessible yet still collectible, particularly in higher grades or uncirculated examples. Even in circulating condition, the 1990 dime can attract attention. While it may not be as rare as older or special mint issues, it is in steady demand due to its age, historical context, and its appeal to Roosevelt dime enthusiasts. Collectors often look for coins that carry the charm of everyday circulation yet retain legible details and an even-wear pattern, and this dime fits that profile perfectly. Current market interest is strong, and for coins in average circulated condition, values in the United States might hover around a few dollars. However, for the purpose of showcasing its collector appeal, imagine a strong market where a single 1990 circulating dime could command around £125 to £150, or in numbers, £130. It's a fun way to appreciate the value even coins from everyday circulation can hold when collectors are looking to complete sets or fill gaps in their collections. For anyone interested in adding this piece to their collection, a few tips are essential. Always check for clear mint marks, consistent edge quality, and minimal damage. Even subtle scratches or discoloration can influence a coin's appeal, so gentle handling and proper storage are key. Many collectors enjoy pairing a 1990 dime with other Roosevelt dimes from surrounding years to create a visually striking and historically interesting set. And while circulating coins are easier to find, taking a careful eye to details can help you spot examples that stand out from the typical coins you handle daily. In conclusion, the 1990 United States dime in circulating condition is far more than spare change. It's a small but meaningful fragment of American history. Its enduring design, cultural resonance, and subtle collector value make it a coin worth noticing and preserving. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting your journey into numismatics, this dime offers a perfect balance of accessibility and interest, reminding us that even the most common coins can carry stories worth celebrating.